Countdown, 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 countdown. The regional parliamentary sitting is starting soon. Very soon, by the way. And Gulu City will be hosting this very sitting for the first time. And all this regional sitting will start from Gulu City as the first host. Now, ladies and gentlemen, countrymen and women, boys and girls, as in the youth, I greet you all. Today, we are resuming on our expectations of this very sitting that is about to take place in Gulu. I know so many people are not happy with me each time they hear my voice on this issue. Of course, we all know that the sitting will commence from the 28th of August 2024. Now, for us as KDP, we still insist. We still talk about our expectation of the sitting. I know so many people are not happy with me because of this very issue again. Because last week I raised this issue and it did not reach well to some other people. But nevertheless, we are continuing with the issue of the parliamentary sitting, the regional parliamentary sitting, starting from Gulu City as the first host. My people, countrymen and women, we should be very realistic when handling this issue. We need to raise more concern about the sitting. Because if the sitting is just going to be a sitting to give allowances to our legislators, if they are only coming for the sitting so they can get allowance, then definitely it will be a total disappointment to the voters. I must be very clear on this. What should we expect of all the sittings per region? As KDP, we do not want to see some of these MPs trying to drive it to be seen, as in they want to drive that narrative that it was them who made sure that this sitting is brought to Gulu so that they can discuss actually problem or actually problems. This is not actually parliament. Point of correction there. This is not going to be actually sitting or actually parliament. This is our national, regional parliamentary sittings that will take place in 4 districts, 4 cities of Mbarara, Masaka, Mbale, and our Gulu City. So it should not be seen that this sitting is going to happen just because our MPs are coming home to discuss actually problems. It's not like that. This is a national thing, a national sitting, whereby our MPs, our leaders, and the government will be discussing issues that affect our people nationally. I hope you have got me very clearly. In fact, according to us, KDP, we would love to see that this sitting happens in a way that it is a form of facts finding on what our legislators have been doing at Parliament. By this I mean to say, all the issues raised in the main Parliament, if at all these people are coming to do what we call facts finding about all the issues raised in Parliament, then that is exactly what we expect of our legislators. That is to start with. 2, this sitting should be bringing issues about service delivery to the people. The voters want service delivery to the people, by the way. So this sitting should be discussing service delivery. All those issues raised in the past, we want to hear solutions on all those issues. This is what we expect of the sitting. We want to see, we want to hear our MPs, our leaders talking about problems affecting tourism in the region. They should talk about tourism. We want to hear you talk about Godlamogi. We want to hear you talk about Agago, tourism in Agago. We want to hear you talk about Agoro. We want to hear you talk about Amoro, Pimaliet. All these tourism sites that we have around, we want to hear our legislators at least say something about it. They need to come with solutions to the problems that the people have been raising through their leaders. This is what we expect of them. We want you people not just to come to Gulu to do the sitting just for receiving your allowances. We want you leaders to come and help us see a way of completing the mission of restocking, not only in Acholi sub-region, but the entire northern Uganda. Restocking. The issue of restocking, we want you to talk about. We want to hear our leaders, our MPs, our legislators talking about trade, our trade at the border of Elegu. The border of Uganda, South Sudan, Elegu, Nimule. We want to hear our leaders talking about our trade there. How are you going to help us on the issue of this Juba road that is getting spoiled every day? The highway, the road leading to Juba. From our side of Uganda, this is what I mean to say. Business at Elego. We want to hear you talking about that. We want to see our MPs going straight to the fields there. Go to the field where there are problems. You lead your fellow legislators. Take them to the field. This is what we expect of you. so that every problem that has been discussed, your fellow colleagues can go and see for themselves. Let them go and witness with their own eyes so they can believe we have problems here. Okay? Take them to Apa, just like I said. Take them to Karuma Bridge. Take them to everywhere we mentioned in the past. Take them to Okidi, where we had problems between the Balalu and our indigenous people. Take them to Palaro. Take them to Atiak. Because you failed to raise those issues nationally in the main parliament. But because now there is this regional setting now, you are now trying to come and try to drive this narrative that it's you, our MPs, who brought the idea of Gulu sitting. Because you want votes. And to you, you want to make it in a stupid way of bringing tribalism, segregation. Some of our MPs are still very local in their thinking. This is a national event that is going to take place in all these cities of Uganda. So nobody should come and try to make it look like these people are coming to discuss only their Acholi problems. It's not like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope these guys are getting us clearly. That is our expectation as KDP. Okay? The previous day, somebody challenged me. Somebody challenged me badly. That, okay, Boss Mick, if we can remember, it was you who brought the issue of the Balalu first. And then now we are seeing you joining the government and now keeping quiet on Balalu issue. Now listen to me very well, Mr. Man. Call me Honorable Boss Mikotim Pariemo. Yes. I like the concern you have brought about me being the first person to raise the issue of the Balalu, and then later I joined the government and kept quiet. My brother, I've not kept quiet. I am not actively in parliament. I am only helping our legislators on certain issues that they have failed to raise in the house. I am not the elected MP. Those who are still serving are there, very many of them. And I wish they could respond to you. It is not me to solve the issue of the Balalu. It is our MPs, the elected ones, who are supposed to raise issue of the Balalu and solve it with the government together. So many times you have heard with your own ears when the president gave so many directives. So who were the people to follow the directives? Was it supposed to be me or our members or leaders at parliament? I think you are directing your concern wrongly to me. I was just only a whistleblower. After blowing the whistle, it was supposed to be the elected leaders at parliament to come and handle the issue of Balalu. Okay? My department is very different from that now. Me today, as a government representative, I am on the side of wealth creation. Okay? So I'm going to answer you directly from my side of department. We, in the wealth creation arena, this is how I can answer you, my brother, about the issue of the Balalu in Acholi, the issue of land grabbers in Acholi. This is what you have been telling me the previous day. The issue of land grabbing in Acholi, issue of Balalu, issue of government officials, top government officials, the MPs, the ministers, the police, prison, and army officers, the UPDF commanders, buying land, huge chunk of land in Acholi. This is what you raise on phone. I now want to respond to you. Yes, you are very right. In northern Uganda now, we have got new landlords amidst us. In northern Uganda now, we have got people who came as far as South Africa, as far as Tanzania, Kenya, and so forth. Others came from South Sudan. They are all in northern Uganda. They have acquired land. Big land, by the way. There are so many people. On the government side, we have ministers, we have army commanders, we have so many big dignitaries who have acquired land in Acholi. I still want to tell you that from my side of wealth creation, I want to respond to you as follows. Me, if at all I understand the language wealth creation, then definitely the other role is supposed to be played by the MPs, your elected leaders. The role of, going to find out how you can solve the issue of Balalu not to grab land in Acholi and those other foreigners not to grab land from Acholi. Mine is strictly on wealth creation. Instead, I am looking for a way of sitting together with anybody who has already acquired land in Acholi land, northern Uganda. I want to know the number, the total number of all these big people, being from foreign countries or from within. All these big people or companies who have already acquired land in Acholi, I need to sit down with them. First of all, I need to know the number. And then we find a way through the government, me being a government representative, on wealth creation matters. We need to sit down, me and team, and the government. We need to sit down with everybody, anybody who has already acquired land in Acholi, whether it being small portion of land or big land in northern Uganda. I, together with my team, together with the government, we need to sit with those people and see what type of opportunity, what type of chance they are bringing to us in terms of wealth creation. We need to see how best these new landlords in Acholi can help us create job for our youth or for our community, for our people. How best can they create job for our people? How best can they help us in acquiring quality education for our children? This is my area now. How best our farmer, our farmers, how best our farmers can be able to get loan, agricultural loan. You understand? How best can they help us change from our local style of farming to commercial agriculture that can give us more profit? This is my area now. The other side, I cannot talk about it because I am not in parliament. That one, you should direct your concern directly to the members of parliament. More especially, start with the one hailing from your constituency. This is how I can respond to you. Mr. Man, I am strictly going to answer you through my Department of Wealth Creation. How best can we sit with these people, the landowners, the new landlords, actually? How best can we convince them to extend services to our people? This is what I should do, unless I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So the rest of the thing, I think you should now direct the complaint, the concern to your area MP first of all, and then you can approach, okay? You can approach our team of parliamentary, actually parliamentary. They are coming for this regional sitting in Gulu. So from the 27th, 28th until end of the month, you should have contacted them and discussed with them amicably and see how best you can help answer this concern that you have. I beg to end here. I say all this for God and my country. I remain Honorable Boss Mikotim Pariamo. May God bless you all. This is our concern as KDP. God bless you all.